Alright, and next up we got Corey Edgar. Now, Corey Edgar was caught in Long Beach, Cali by the best decoy, Danny. Danny was, in my eyes, the best decoy ever employed by HVP or TCAP. She did an interview not too long ago with Chris Hansen that I really enjoyed. So if you want to go see it, you should. It's a great, it's like 2 hours, but it's a great video. And I would normally thank someone for uploading this, but instead I get to thank Morticia from Morticia's Discord. She has links to basically everything TCAP related. So that's where I find a lot of my information, and that's where I found this clip. This clip is on YouTube, but because I have it downloaded, I'm going to use the downloaded version. But Corey Edgar, he's an interesting fella. His segment isn't that long. I don't believe his interrogation is out there. I haven't really looked for it yet. And his chat log is pretty short. So that's why that intro was so long, was because I gotta pad the runtime. I got a stat pad. But we're gonna hop right into it. And sorry for taking so long, but here we go.
Nobody's here. My parents are gone. Better at a lot of things. I'm more mature. I don't need people my age.
If you don't want to, then stop playing.
Fine. Honestly, this is stupid. If you don't want to, then seriously, let's just get off the phone. 2 minutes? Alright, awesome. See you then.
We just got off the phone with him, sending the decoy out.
There he is. Go out.
Guys, mix the puppy in, mix the puppy in. Can you hear me?
Some interference there. These audio cuts aren't me, they're just cuts in the audio.
Rick! Are you coming? Come on!
That come here. That's how I sound when I gotta call my dog in. Well, I don't have a dog anymore. I have my sister's dog's here for a couple of days while she's away. And that's the sound I make when I gotta call them inside. Come here, come here. But what this clip doesn't show is that Rick was outside of this house for about 30 minutes. Danny covers it in her interview with Mr. Piss Hansen. But he was outside for 30 minutes. And she had to, like, coax him inside. I don't know if it'll show it here, but one of the lines she had to say was, "Picture me naked and come on in." I don't know if that was with Corey, but it was with someone, and she said that, and that dude went right inside. It's weird, the audio cuts.
So what are you doing?
Not too much. I was just talking online.
Talking online?
Yeah. You walk around. Come in. Where are you going?
Just trying to think about this.
I think, he's so nervous about going in the house because he knows it's wrong. He knows what he's doing is a crime. And yet he still, he plays the card of, oh, I wasn't going to do anything. But then why are you so nervous to enter? The only time I'm ever nervous like that when I'm going somewhere is when I shouldn't be there. And I'm not in that situation that Corey's in. But I've been, when I was young and stupid, you get that gut feeling of, oh man, I don't want to be here. And that's what Corey has right now because he knows he shouldn't be here.
Why are you paranoid? Just picture me naked and come on in.
Yup. It was Corey. Dude, he got right up. I want to see his uncut, just because it would be like 45 minutes of him outside with Danny just trying to get him inside. But that line right there got him to walk. I don't know.
Paranoid. Just picture me naked and come on in.
Right to the door. He looks so fruity in the doorway there. But he heard that and he was like, ah, shit, all right. That's reasonable. Oh, that shit like this is why Danny's my favorite. She had fun doing this.
Whatever.
I swear.
He's so nervous and he's checking everything because he knows what he's doing is wrong.
Rick. I told you there's people here.
He says it like that means anything. Is that 60 minutes on the TV right there? But let's go back. You can see the smile on Danny's face when Chris rounds the corner.
See?
You are a suspicious guy, Rick.
I told you there's people here.
I want to speak with you for a minute. Why don't you have a seat right over there?
I wasn't planning on any of this.
Good. I want to hear the whole story.
I wasn't planning on any of this. What does that mean? You weren't planning on Chris Hansen with khakis pulled up way too high to walk in? Like, you were obviously expecting something to happen. That's why you wouldn't walk in the door. That's why the decoy had to hit you with an absolute uppercut of a line to get you inside. I always hate the arguments of, I wasn't going to do anything. Then why do anything then? Why show
come
up?
over here and have a seat. You can tell me all about it. I just want to hear from you. That's all.
This was a setup.
Rick?
Now you won't leave the house.
Well, just my life's over. My life's over.
He's like pondering. That's what I do when I gotta like make like a big life decision. Is I go to the window and I look out it and like I ponder. This guy confuses me. I almost wonder if he has like a mental disability. I almost think that.
Well, they just come
Running. They've got him.
Well, explain to me what you did want then.
I did not want any of this.
Hold on. He didn't run. He's standing at the doorway, so kind of just hide against by the windows, guys.
Rick, now I've got some transcripts here of your conversation with this girl.
That looks like a really nice chair. This one in the corner here. That looks like a nice chair.
This to happen. I didn't do anything.
Please have a seat on the stool. Relax. Calm down for a minute. All right, let me just...
He got up so mopey.
Relax. Calm down.
Look at him. Arms flailing, hunched over a little bit. Like when you were a kid, your parents would tell you to like pick up your toys. Like, oh. He's...
All right, let me just... So let's clear
He
the
baffles me.
Well, let me read to you the first line out of your mouth. Hello, how are you doing?
Right there, I can hit spacebar to pause. I don't need to go down to the pause button. But right earlier, he just said, I've never done this before. But his logs from TCAP, which the TCAP individual that was talking with him, that the chat log is from, ended up passing away before a lot of the stuff could get uploaded. She, I don't know her name, and I'm sorry that I don't. If anyone knows her name, please in the comment section just say what it is. But he was chatting with multiple decoys. I think it was 2. It might have been more, but 2 that I know of. So he was doing this. Not again, I guess, but he was doing it multiple times.
Can I tease and please your blank with my tongue and make you blank over and over? Right after that, she tells you that she's 12.
12 is young. That's the same age that Vincent's decoy was. And 12 is, like, young. And I don't know if, Corey cared that the decoy said 12. Because, he was probably going to do whatever he's going to do regardless of age. But 12 is young.
And then I said, you're a little too young. Please.
Right. You say, I never knew a young female like yourself would like that. And then you show some
arresting me and everything.
I'm not
He acknowledges the age and then doubles down on it. Like you can say all you want, like, oh, you're young. But then if you act on anything that you say or you want, it's mute that you say they were young. It just reinforces, what your actions were going to be. I don't really have much to describe with Corey. Like, it's an interesting time with Chris, but he just kind of rambles. I don't really know what to add, but I like Corey. I like Corey's segment, I should say.
I'm not arresting you.
They are. They're arresting me.
Rick, I'm trying to understand
And
how,
I did
what are you,
nothing wrong.
you're 25?
That ain't mine. No.
Whose was it?
I have no clue. That ain't mine.
So, for some reason, the cuts are weird, but uncut partial. Those words don't line up to me. But well, if you don't know, Chris just showed a picture of Corey's peni to him, and Corey's defense was, "That's not mine." Then whose was it? It was obviously his. As far as I know, the picture isn't out there. It doesn't exist anymore. But it's like, what do you mean that's not yours? You sent it. There was someone else. It was Stacy that sent pictures of his face on someone else. And it was Corey that sent pictures of someone else's wee-wee, supposedly, to the decoy. It was obviously his.
So you didn't send her or transmit or let her see?
It was a fake picture is what it was.
Okay, but you transmitted
Fake picture.
it.
AI
It
generated.
may not have been you, but you transmitted
All
a
I
picture
did
of
is
somebody's
copy it,
genitals.
and I did that. That's
Okay.
it.
Do you think that's appropriate behavior when talking to...
Oh, well, that makes it okay then. It's not mine. It was one I found online. I sent it. Oh, well, that's okay then. Like, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't matter who it's attached to. What matters is who it's sent to. I wish Corey was a tad more interested. I don't know. I'm kind of low on material here.
Somebody who says she's 12 years old.
No,
12.
it's not.
No, okay.
You ask if she's ever had sex before. She says, I almost, but I was kind of scared because I was told it hurt.
Just a tease.
All just a tease.
Just a tease. Just a tease. That that's not better. I was just teasing this child sexually with my talented tongue screen name and picture of not mine, someone else's wee. Like, tease is not the word you want to use in this situation. I understand, it obviously has a use outside of anything sexual, and most of the times it does, and every time I've used it, it has. But, there is heavy implication behind the word tease and intercourse, and then you want to use that word to describe what you were doing with a minor. Bit goofy, my guy. Bit goofy.
Okay, then you say...
Read what I wrote to her this morning when she kept trying to get an older guy.
We are going to read his chat log. It's quite short, and I couldn't find it. And I actually asked Morticia if she had it, and she sent it to me in like 2 minutes. So, Morticia, thank you. I appreciate that. But we're going to go over it in a little bit.
This is wrong. I clearly said, please leave me alone. Do not message me. What does she keep doing? She keeps messaging me. And
my guy, you are allowed to not respond. It's like the whole cyberbullying thing. Like, oh, this guy keeps messaging me. Okay, then stop messaging back. You are the adult in the Sorry. You are the adult in the situation. You don't need to tell the child to stop messaging you. You need to stop responding. It's a two-way street, my guy. And you're the adult. You're the responsible one, supposedly. And you got to ask the victim to stop?
trying to get an older guy to come over here.
So it's her fault.
No, it's not.
Blame the victim.
It's not my fault. It's not her fault.
Not your fault, Rick.
Then whose fault? It's not my fault that I showed up to a house where a minor is. Then whose fault is it? There are only two people that could act in this scenario. One is the decoy, who is 12, who has minimal influence in her life. And the other one is you, someone who is, Chris said 25. If he's 25, oh boy. But then there's the other variable is you. So who could have done anything? You're the one with a car. You're the one with the access to transportation. You're in control.
You kept going with the conversation.
Totally
What are you doing
no.
here?
I don't know. I was just going to pick up cigarettes, fill up my tank and gas. I have a quarter tank of gas.
And stop by and have sex with a 12-year-old
No,
girl.
I was not. I clearly stood out there and said, this is wrong. This cannot happen.
But you
I need to leave.
I stood outside of this house that I got the address off of this girl online, and I expressed my desire of how I know this is wrong, but yet I will act on it anyways. And then I still walked in. All of those were in your control. You can get back in your car that you drove here in and leave. You could have gone fishing. You could have filled up your tank and got some cigarettes. Also, this guy definitely for a fact smokes Marb Lights. For a fact, Marb Lights.
You still came to the house, Rick.
I came to the house to at least meet her and and say hello.
But here's my question.
Else.
If you knew it was wrong, if you worried it was a setup, why even come here? What was the force that drove you to come to this house? Why couldn't
his penis?
You just say no and not do it? Help me to understand that. I don't get it.
I don't know.
Are you addicted to this sort of behavior?
I've never,
do you have a compulsion?
I've never done this. I came
about your
here
story.
Because I was going to get sick.
Another thing, not every single person, the vast majority of people caught on the show will always say they never did anything like this. Yet, on many of them, it's proven that they have, or they've reached out to another decoy. In some cases, they're already a registered offender. In some cases, they, are arrested and then future victims come out. And when someone says this is the first time they've ever done this, there are seldom times where I actually believe them. And, I do think it's the first time Corey here ever showed up, but I don't think it's the first time he's ever chatted with anyone. With how nervous he was, if you do this like once or twice before, you definitely get the feeling of, safety, just you get complacent. And Corey, I don't get the vibe that he's done this before. So, while I think Corey's a bad person, I don't think he's done this before. He might have done other bad things before, but not showing up. I don't think, anyways.
Cigarettes, fill up my tank, and then go fishing.
What, you thought they sold cigarettes at this house?
No.
Do you think they sell gas at this house?
No, I did not.
Then why even stop here then if all you were going to do today is buy cigarettes and gas?
It was wrong for me to even stop here, and I just...
In
your profile it says 102. How does Yahoo let these people online?
I love the random cut of just Corey from sitting and Chris chilling to then just yelling.
It was wrong for me to even stop here, and I just...
In
your profile it says 102. How does Yahoo let these people online?
Rick, she tells you clearly.
How does he think that makes any sense? Like, the profile said 102, so obviously I'm about to hit it with a nasty grandma. Like, that is that meant to be a defense? Like, oh, the profile can say anything. You can put any name you want. I mean, yours is Rick on there. Your name's Corey. Could that be used against you? It's pixels on a screen that you can put anything in. And the fact that you could put 102, ooh, big deal. There are people that are 102 years old. Should they not be allowed to put their real age in? It's such an odd argument to make. The profile said they were this age. That age is obviously fake. Obviously. Take out the O and you get 12.
That she's 12. Profile and there's 102 age after.
So you're saying you thought you were talking to a 102-year-old woman who you wanted to sexually please?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just.
That's what I'm hearing.
Sounds like what you're saying.
Why can't people be honest?
Come on, you got to have some sort of insight in here.
Going fishing. Check my trunk. I have my fishing gear. My fishing license is in my console. I was going fishing.
He was fishing for something, all right.
It sounds like what you were fishing for was sex with a 12-year-old girl. Is what you were fishing for.
Please check my trunk.
Now, you told me already about getting.
What does that mean? Please check my trunk. Okay, a tackle box and a rod. Yeah, this guy's innocent of everything, every other crime imaginable because there's a tackle box in his trunk of his fucking Chevy Cavalier, whatever he drove. Like, having, an item to do something else does not absolve you of a crime. Like, Your Honor, I shot the man and I killed him, but I got an air compressor in the bed of my truck, so I'm good. How is that at all supposed to help you in this case?
Gas and going fishing and getting cigarettes. Who am I?
Yeah.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults.
This shit is like fucking 72p by like 14. This video is weird. And there's so many cuts, so many different changes in quality and audio cutting out. It's weird.
Who try to meet children online for sex. Now, if there's anything else you want to tell us, we'd be happy to hear it. If not, you're clearly free to walk right out the door you came in.
I don't want to walk out the door. They're going to take me. They want me anyway.
I know what you want, Corey.
Is there anything else you want people to know about your situation?
My life is screwed. I'm done. My family's done. They're waiting.
His face is rather round, and the glasses that kind of wrap around your face a little bit don't look good on like anyone really. If you're gonna get sunglasses, get the ones that are flat all the way across, like it's one plane. Like this has a radius to it. Don't get one with a radius. Get one that's just on one plane, and they look a lot better because it kind of wraps around his head and makes him look really funny.
Arrest me. They're waiting to take me to jail.
Staying here is
Correct.
not going to help you.
I just feel like I'm going to throw up.
Well, that's maybe another good reason to go outside. But Rick, it's not going to help you to stay here any longer, okay?
Oh no. The horrible situation I'm in has made me feel horrible about not the action I was going to commit, but by my consequences. It's your mistake that got you here, man. No one forced you to come here. No one had a gun to your head and told you to drive to this house. You're allowed to say no. You're an adult. You wouldn't have expected the no's of the child, but you can say no.
I'm serious.
Can I have a drink of this?
If you'd like.
Damn. I don't remember this part. I wonder what that drink is.
But Rick, I think it's time to go.
It's been so long since I've seen Corey's segment that I forgot that drink was at the very end. And he's like, "Can I have a sip of this?" Like, yeah, sure. Like, that's on your mind. I do wonder. I know Danny said that they would like really salt the drink or put like way too much sugar in and just make it horrible. I wonder. I wonder what Corey got.
Get on your knees.
He thought he was going to be saying on news to someone.
Your hand right there.
Come on, show us a fishing gear. Is that it?
And Chris Hansen from Dateline NBC walked out and I was arrested 10 minutes later.
I was going fishing.
Never touched the girl. I was charged with attempted lewd act on a minor.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but that's his segment, and now we're going to touch onto his chat log. Alright, so we have, this is from the archive. There's no clean version of this chat log. It's just a solid text document. Unless I want to go to the Wayback Machine, read it from there. But the Wayback Machine, for me, is extremely slow. I know it's slow just by the nature of it, but it feels way slower than, like, I watch a video of someone, like, going to it, and it seems like way quicker on their end. I don't know. Anyways, he messages first, "Hello, how are you doing? Can I tease and please your pussy with my tongue and make you climax over and over?" And then in the parentheses here, this is from the decoy. Not the decoy, I guess the writer's commentary of this. Rolling floor laughing. You won't be disappointed. Also, his screen name, I think it was mentioned earlier, but is Rick's Talented Tongue. Intriguing. Very intriguing. And then the decoy's name is This Place Sucks, I Hate It. Why so negative? Why such a negative Nancy? But anyways, you won't be disappointed. He asks for... Oh no, the decoy asks ASL. Age, sex, location. He says 28 male. And the decoy responds, "Oh, I'm 12 female by LA." And then Corey just says, "Okay, bye." Like, leave it at that. If you left it at that, you might be a little weird for reaching out to an individual with this opener of a line, but if you left it at this point in the chat, you would be a better person. Your life would be better. You wouldn't be a Google search away from finding out everything about you. Your picture wouldn't be on a state website. Like, if you ended it there, I would have called you responsible. The decoy responds, "Now you don't want to." He hits back with, "I never knew a young female like yourself would like that." Decoy says, "Why not?" And he hits back with, "What's your name and number?" Okay, yeah, and the commentator put, "Wow, it didn't take him long to change his mind." Not commentator, sorry, contributor. I shouldn't say commentator. Yeah, it took, what was the timestamp? So at 5:08, he said bye. And then at 5:11, he said, "What's your name and number?" It took all of 2 minutes and 95 seconds, if we include the seconds, for you to completely 180 on your previous statement. And he gets quite, what is it? Like, what's your number? Like, damn, bro, it's been a minute 9, bro. Slow down. "Sorry, I'm not going to play games. I didn't think you were serious. Goodbye." Temper. Yeah. Damn. The decoy, you're the one who's not LMAO. You're probably ugly anyways. Damn. I thought kids today were bad. I know people that are teachers and work in schools, and they say how fucking crazy kids are. Damn. Back in, I don't know what, back in 06, this was sending out fucking haymakers over fucking dial-up. Also, this was 2 days after my birthday. I turned 6 years old 2 days before this chat log happened. Wow. Decoy says, "Sorry, I didn't mean to. I think it lost the call. Are you going to call back? Question marks." Corey hits back with, "The only way I'll call back is if you tell me on the phone what you'd like to do." LOL, okay. "Do you have any more pics of yourself?" "Yes." "May I see them?" "I can't see them. Can you send them as a file?" "Oh my god, why can't you?" "Geez, because they are black." I had one guy say a very similar statement to me regarding an actual colored individual. Colored was weird to say. Regarding a black individual, and he said it with convection. He said black with a capital B. It was quite an interesting moment in my life, but it was pretty funny. Rick asks if the decoy is into older guys. And the decoy responds, "'Cause they're wrong there. Hot, why are you into girls, LOL." Alright. Rick responds, "I have never done this with a female under 18. I'm kind of afraid to." Should have gone with the fear, Corey. You absolutely should have. You should have gone with like your 5th message of saying goodbye and left and gone outside and gone fishing. Corey says, "I will, but I want your home number just in case our cell's cut out or something, just for backup, that's all." Decoy hits, "When are you coming over?" And Corey hits, "You prefer right now or in half an hour or so?" Decoy hits back with, "Right now. How long will it take you to get here?" And Corey lives about a half hour away, depending on traffic. And he hits back, "Is your pussy smooth and shaven for me to give it French kisses?" "No, is that bad?" They're 12. They're 12. Like, obviously, like, puberty, I think in girls starts around 12, 13. It's been a while since health class. I know girls start a little bit earlier than guys. Puberty, at least. But that's still a very odd question. The whole, obviously, conversation is wrong and illegal and odd. But this specifically jumps out to me because it's like, well, you got, like, are you going to make a demand? I don't know. It's weird. Decoy says, "No, is that bad?" And Corey hits back with, "Not at all. Is it trimmed?" Decoy hits back with, "Yeah, I don't have, like, a lot of hair." He hits back with, "Okay, yummy." Have you ever had sex before? Decoy hits back with never. And Rick says, oh my god, never. Are we forgetting the person is 12? Like, that's young. And Decoy says, I was kind of scared too, almost did one time, but my friend said it hurt her real bad. And is that okay? And Corey says, yes. Are you coming over or what? Corey says, yes, I'm getting ready as I'm chatting with you. And, oh. Damn, your pussy must be really hot and wet for some attention. Ew. That's a gross statement, given the context. That's normally a gross statement anyhow, but given the context here, I think it's even worse. I can tell right now that I will only be able to lick your pussy and not have sex with you. My cock is too big for your pussy, and since it will be your first time, it would hurt you. Well, how considerate. He'll just molest her, not rape her. Awesome. Sure. That makes it okay. Want to see my cock? Decoy says K. Be right back. And so they must have just gotten the picture. Oh my god, wow, come over, hurry up. When are you gonna get here? Question marks. Where are you? Give the guy 5 minutes. I'm so sorry, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Did you see the pic of my cock? Yeah, lol. What'd you think? It's big. So he's gonna claim that a big penis is not his. I'm sorry to hear that. You wouldn't want to feel it inside you. That is quite literally the opposite of what John Dupee said. Quite literally the opposite of what John Dupee said. But he 180'd so quick. Also, it's been an hour, bro, since you started chatting. Get in your car. But that's he 180'd so quick. I've never seen anyone fold under pressure the way Corey folded. Dude folded up like a fucking lawn chair. So they must have got the camera working. But Corey says, very nice. Can I ask you for a favor so I know how serious you really are, baby? Second use of the word baby. Like what? Says the decoy. Well, I showed you a pic of my cock, so you know how serious I am. Can you show me something on your cam before I head out the door and drive over? Oh, are you kidding me? OMG, no way. Not your pussy, your nipple. Nice try, but hell no. Like, that doesn't change how bad it is. You know, the article that is, not article, the appendage? The subject of the picture doesn't really matter if it's still sexual. Anyways, Decoy says, no way, you're just messing with me, so forget it. Then says, do you have a condom for the sex he isn't intending to have? That's a good point. Because he just said a couple dozen lines earlier that he's not going to do that. But now he needs it. And why would a 12-year-old have one? Anyways, Decoy says, I will try, and Corey hits back with, I'm getting ready to leave now. Is your pussy soaking wet and hot for me? My guy, there was no action that would facilitate it getting wet yet. A couple of messages were exchanged, but that was it. Yeah, LOL, hurry up. I'm leaving now. About 30-35 minutes. Cool, are you going to call me on your way or just come by? Just come there. Will you be naked, lying down and ready for my tongue to lick your pussy? What? What? You think that the child's just going to lay on the ground waiting for you? What goes on in this guy's head? I know, I'm wondering that too. OMG, are you serious? How am I going to answer the door if I am? You're the only one home. Answer the door naked, and then I will carry you to your bed and lick your pussy. Well, what's your car look like? So when I see it, I'll do that, so I don't answer the door for someone else all naked. It's a blue car. This part is absolutely bonkers to me. This is a routine ask of individuals caught on this show, is for the decoy to be naked when they get there. Or to, like, be flashed to come in or something. Like, it's a pattern. It's happened probably, like, 20 times. That's weird. What's the hurry? You have until 11. Whatever. Your pussy must be very excited. I'm leaving now. So he said he's leaving now at 6:27, but he said I'm leaving now earlier at 6:21. So not only is he a predator, he's also not punctual. Your pussy must be very excited, lol. I'm leaving now. That's so weird. That's such a weird line, man. I have zero game. As Chris would say, zero riz. Yet this is not something I would put in my playbook. My playbook is very much a blank composition notebook, but I'm not putting that in there. That's such a weird line. I'm trying to walk over the door and you keep messaging me, silly. Maybe he's just doing the exact same thing. Sorry. Maybe he's just doing the exact same thing that he was doing outside of the Sting house in his living room. Just going to the door. No. I gotta go fishing. And I like the picture he's doing the exact same thing. Just inverted in this case. And then Corey hits back with, I cannot add you because my security will not let me add someone who is under 18. In order for me to add you, then you have to change your age in your profile. What? That's even what the contributor says. What? You literally complained to Chris that it says 102. Lol, it says 102. You must have an adult profile then. Did you make it an adult profile? Because my system will not allow me to add you unless you are an adult profile. And the contributor says, nice try. Seriously, he thinks of everything. That's such a weird thing. I don't know how, like, Yahoo chat logs, chat rooms worked or anything, but this is quite weird. K, don't add me then. And he says, I'll be there in 30 minutes. Kisses. With a pucker emoji. The old school emojis. Decoy says, K, bye. WTF after about 45 minutes. And at 10:07, you're such a stupid liar. I knew you were. Corey says, I went to that address you gave me off of Bellflower and there was no one there. Decoy says, liar. I swear I did. I live on edited, and you didn't come here, you liar. And Corey hits back with, I did. Decoy says, no, you didn't. I've been here. Why do you think I'm going to believe you when I know I was here? Corey says, edited. He made up a random house number. Decoy says, no, WTF, you're such a retarded liar. It's the real one then. Corey says, how did I write down 6328? And the decoy sent back evidence. I love doing this on, like, Discord and stuff whenever one of my buddies is like, I never said that, and then I go up and I find it. But it's just a message from Corey saying, okay, what is your address and home phone number in case I get lost and can't get a hold of you on your cell? Because you're lying. And Corey says, I swear to God, I will come there in the morning if you don't believe me. Then you're just a retard. Lol, come over then at 1 tomorrow. Why 1? If you're not, I'll know you're just a liar. Because I said 1. Damn, they put their foot down with this, dude. This is a very bossy 12-year-old. That's something my boss would say to me, because I said so. Corey then says, what's wrong with my tongue teasing your pussy in the morning and waking you up? I won't be back till like 12:30 at least. No one will be there at 1? No one, because you're not gonna. Wow. Wow. I don't know who the PJ member was that did this chat. I wish I did so I could give credit. But damn, they weren't taking shit. They were mad. Because they probably had to get everything set up. And then he never shows up and they probably got all mad. And I don't blame him. No one, because you're not gonna. I'll be here by myself, and I know you're a liar like I don't already. Oh, I know you wrote those those wrong too. Damn, the decoy wasn't taking shit. That's pretty good. Let me make sure I get the address correct this time. Give me your entire address and cell number. I have them written down at my work, and I am home at now, silly. Bro, scroll up in the chat, man. Haha, you just busted yourself for lying. You made up a number just a minute ago, but you don't have it. LOL. Corey then says, a number is easy to remember if it is correct. That's not how that works. Dude, Corey is on the back foot here. Corey is on the back foot. He's on the defensive. The decoy's mad. You're not coming. I'm not that dumb. You're just lying. I have no idea why. LMAO, that makes no sense. Corey then says, I will come, spelled the funny way. Like, why did he lie to a child regarding the situation? It's a kid. Bro, I lie to kids all the time. Like, did you enjoy the artwork I made in school today? Oh, yeah, man, it was great. It wasn't great. It was dog shit. But I'm going to say they did a good job. And he feels the need to lie about this. It's crazy. I've never read his chat log, but I never realized that the decoy is in charge. The decoy is calling the shots here because Corey is so fucking stupid. Decoy says, do you swear you're going to come over at 1? Yes, what? What freeway are you off of? 405 and 91. Bellflower exit off of the 91. So I take the 91 west to the 405 south and exit what? No, Bellflower. It's by the 605. It's not that hard. Duh. There ain't no way. There ain't no way that a adult could read this conversation and be like, yeah, a 12-year-old wrote this. Dude, these are better directions than I've ever given anyone. I just tell someone now, I'll just throw it in Google Maps. This person's... Take the 405, hop on the 91, and then once you're on the 91, get off of Bellflower, and then once you're off Bellflower, head north on Shannon Boulevard. It's like, why would a child know this? This isn't a red flag, bro. This isn't raising any alarms. What do you do? Dude, these are MapQuest level directions, my guy. It's by the 605. It's not that hard, duh. I don't even drive and I know the way. Dude, I don't know a single child that could translate, that could give directions to anywhere that isn't just take a left by the gas station. I take the 91 west and then what? Why is he asking a child for directions? Bellflower exit, I said it already. I'm going to bed. Are you coming tomorrow or not? Jesus. 91 west exit Bellflower and then what? It's easy, make a map. Give me your cell number. I'm calling you if you're not here at 1. Corey then says, you have a major attitude problem. Good night. Bro, you are on the back foot here in every conversation. Corey, he's got to have some sort of disability. Disability to get pussy, apparently. But it's... On September 10th at about 11:45, do you think I really am a sick creep? Yes. I hope I got your hopes up and that you learned a lesson. I would never meet a female under 18 to do anything sexual. I am reporting to you to Yahoo. Please leave me alone. Yeah, he failed to uphold his end of the request. Anytime that you ask someone to leave you alone, you need to also uphold your statement. Corey, bro. You're such a fake liar. I knew you were lying the whole time. Your profile says the other people are liars, but you're a liar. You're a bad person playing games with people online. You're disgusting and horrible. Corey then says, you're trying to set older guys up to get them busted, and I don't appreciate that. Corey then says, because I have a strong, capital strong, feeling you're either a undercover or a cop trying to set older guys up. You hear about it all the time. And the contributor says, you sure do. Should have gone with that feeling, I guess. Way to go, Corey. Way to go. Decoy then says, you're insane. You don't say what you want. You have specific times. There are so many reasons why I think you are. Corey then says, I will pull up to your house and they will arrest me before I even get to the door. No, they want you to get in the door because they want you to interact with Decoy. Decoy says, LMAO, you're insane. Call a doctor. You need help. Oh, I love that. Dude, the Decoy, I like this PJ member. I wish I had their name. I wish I had their name to pay respect. God damn. And then that's the end of the conversation. This guy is... That's it from Corey. But... It's so weird, man. Like, he's so nervous the whole time. He takes 2 days to show up. Even though he originally could have shown up in like 30 minutes. And he just rambles about how it might be, a setup. And then is surprised when it's a setup. Like, you can just not do it. And then you don't have to worry if it's a setup. So for I was a fool... I was a merrymaker. I forgot that there was a screenshot from a post made online that might have been the real Corey Edgar. We aren't sure. It doesn't really line up 100%, but it lines up in some ways. But if it is the real Corey, he spells his name wrong. His name has an E in there. And this message, post, whatever, he spells it wrong. So, anyways, this might not be him, but we're going to go over it. So, he starts the post by saying, hello, everyone. My name is Corey, and I'm writing this story so everyone knows the truth on how I got here and became a RSO. Keep in mind, I am not denying what I did. And God says everyone makes mistakes. Another person throwing religion into this. Thanks, man. If not, then you're not human. It's not the mistakes that God talks about, bro. Anyways, it all began in September 06. A buddy of mine wanted me to go to the strip club after the ball game, and I decided to not go and go home instead. The next day, my buddy was telling me how he met a girl at the strip club and how the two of them were into one another. Being the big joker I was at that time, I decided to make up an email account, sending my buddy sexual emails pretending to be her. Well, the joke was on him, and after about 2 weeks, I finally told him the truth, and he said he would get me back. Then it all began 2 weeks later. I was on my home computer checking college football scores, and I received a pop-up message on my Yahoo Messenger saying, do you want to play? I proceeded to go along with it, thinking the joke's on me now. And the chat got sexual, and I even copy and paste a nude pic off a website and sent that as well. I asked, how old are you, and where you're from? She said she was 12, but the profile said 100. And she said she's from Long Beach, Cali, which is where my buddy is from. At this point, I really think it's my buddy and his girlfriend getting me back. So I went along with it, and the sexual talk continued. So your buddy's pranking you by pretending to be a minor, and you continued with it. That's not weird at all, man. Later that day, I asked for directions and went to the house. My mind was telling me this is a setup, but at the same time, I thought my buddy was trying to get me back. So, how weird would that be to show up? You're getting catfished by who you think is your friend, and they're pretending to be a minor, and you sent a not nude picture of yourself even though it was you, and you're gonna walk in and be like, hey, like, what's the plan? When I got to the house, a female answered the door and said, come on in. I did not recognize the girl, and that's when I realized it wasn't a joke on me. Too late now. I sat outside, and she said, did you bring any condoms? And I said, no, I did not bring condoms because this is wrong. And she said, just picture me naked and come on in. I said, no, this is wrong as I walked back to my car. And she said, this is fucked up that the least I could do is come on in for some punch she just made. I felt really bad and guilty, so I went in and started drinking my punch, and Chris Hansen from Dateline NBC walked out, and I was arrested 10 minutes later. What? He says any of this like it at all validates anything. Like, and then, the planets aligned, and it was October, and the air was crisp, and I thought it was a prank by my buddies, and I prayed to Molak Ball, and what are you on, man? Never touched the girl. I was charged with attempted lewd act on a minor. Never received a plea deal. My attorney said I have enough evidence to take it to trial and prove that I had no intentions. That is... Okay, your attorney is fucking retarded. He also warned me that this is such a big deal in the public eyes that the jury will have me guilty before trial. So I pled no contest and received 1 year therapy, 6 months of Caltran, I'm not sure what that is, and lifetime RSO. In the meantime, Dateline NBC continues to play the show only on the things said that will give them high ratings. Nothing else. My wife... I didn't know he was married. He has a kid! He has a son! My wife and I have lost friends. My sons get... Sons, plural. He's got multiple. My sons get called names, and every year I register at the Norwalk, California Sheriff's Station. They are rude and humiliate me. Please think before you do, and don't let this same mistake happen to you, because it will be a lifetime of misery. What the fuck? He's got a wife who didn't leave him. He's got multiple sons, at least 2, that don't reach out to his children. Don't bully them. They have no control over it. But bro, my guy, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? Also, this might not actually be him because he spells his name wrong. But it's such like a reach that it makes zero sense. Like, oh, I thought it was my buddy, and the address was my buddy's house, but it could be anyone's house. And he said he was a minor, so I sent a nude pic, and then they get on a webcam, which he conveniently left out, and I showed up, but I said I didn't have any condoms, because that's okay. And then I got coaxed inside by what I thought was a minor, and I drank punch. Like, does any of that make sense to anyone? And he thinks that people are going to read this and believe him? And the only people that would take this as some sort of valid argument are the people that would also make up some sort of crazy scenario to try to, make themselves look innocent. Like, Corey is just dodging accountability like a fucking twat. Dude's a fucking scumbag, man. I wish we had more on Corey. There's been pictures up on the side this whole time. But it's like, my guy, you're a fucking buffoon, bro. You're a fucking buffoon. Anyways, that's it. I know this one was a bit different, normally I'm a bit more, I don't know, behaved, but I don't know. I changed it up a little bit this time. It's late at night. What can I say? But yeah. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, I doubt it. But thank you for watching, and ball hard.